Hey there, and welcome back to Cursed Seeds, an educational monster train series where we struggle through the toughest challenges around. In this episode, we have a strange submission to me. And I say it's strange because it's actually surprisingly rare for me to get Wurmkin as a submission. The person who played this told me that they felt they made the right decisions, and usually they feel that if they make it past ring 3, then they win the whole thing, but they died to Seraph and were very surprised by it and weren't really sure where they went wrong. And there are a few reasons this can happen that I want to address up front. Obviously, we're default Wurmkin, default Stygian, so fair enough, but there are a number of ways this can happen. And it could be as simple as the Seraph in question hard countered this deck, right? A great example of this is, let's say you're playing Nameless Siren for whatever reason, you get chased. Okay, chased is going to cut your Nameless Siren's rage, and you don't have any complementary rage to go with, so your attack is going to be too low. You pretty likely don't win Relentless if you somehow manage to survive the waves. That's an example. You do start with double spells, so it's pretty unlikely that you get bodied by Diligent here, but maybe you just don't draft enough spells in response to Diligent. Your good things get burned out, and you lose because you run out of things to play, as an example. Another example might be going too wide and getting punished by something like Ember Wings, Pyre Wings as they're called, for Ember Drain. Pretty unlikely in this scenario. It's going to be hard to overstack floors, of course, but maybe there's a way of doing it. Suffice it to say that obviously you can be hard countered by Seraph himself. Oh, another great one is you just don't answer Patient, right? Like, okay, you don't have Damage Shield or something. We don't in this clan, so if you get Patient, you could just get slapped. You get sniped, you lose, of course. So there's obviously that factor. The situation where you get overrun by Seraph's attacks, rather. The alternative, though, is that you might I'm trying to think of ways that you can lose, and there's obviously ways where you can be strong against waves and weak against bosses. A good example of this is, let's say this is Decayer Chief, right? You play Decayer, you do a ton of damage, and you kill all the waves because of course you do. And then what happens if you kill all the waves, but you don't have a good Relentless solution? You could just lose on Relentless, right? You still have to kill Seraph. Now, Decayer can floating kill Seraph. It is possible. It depends on a lot of factors, such as if you have Diligent or not, because Diligent floats around randomly. The other ones target your floors. If you're playing multiple floors, then obviously the other Seraphs will be on your floor less, things like that. So you still have to hit him. But if you get enough Reap onto Seraph, like a good turn on him, you can pre-relentless Seraph pretty convincingly. So maybe not that. Alternatively, maybe you're Infector with an overstacked floor somehow. Pretty unlikely with this clan combo. You have no movement, right? And the alternative, I mean, it could be Corruptor and you just don't have the power to push through Relentless. Or you get sniped out early, or who knows. There are a lot of factors, just not answering the questions of a run well enough. Maybe you handle the earlier bosses very well and waves, but you just don't handle Seraph. You're not dealing with 4,000 damage, right? So there are a lot of factors here that could result in that. We'll have to see what happened here. Now, in case you're just joining us for the first time, you've never watched an episode of this before, welcome. What we're doing here is viewers are playing Monster Train at Covenant 25 with no mutators, and what they have is they run into challenges that are too difficult for them. They lose for some reason, they're not sure why they've lost, and they want some closure. They want to know what to do in this situation. So from your run summary, you can create a challenge link. It's 3 words combined together, like so up here in the top. You send it to me, I will run it, I will record it, and I will try to be educational as we play through it with commentary and everything. And, hopefully it's mildly entertaining. So that's what we're doing. We're currently on a 12 win streak with this series, which is pretty good. Feeling pretty decent about that. Our previous run was absolutely mentally taxing. I had a tiny Ember Forge, which was my favorite part of the run, but truly we were carried by an Awoken Railspike Infinite, thanks to first Hell Pact and a Remove Consume. We had a virtually unupgraded Animus of Will that I just gave a plus 25 health attack stat upgrade to, and we used Root Seeds, Perils of Production, and Void Binding to scale it to one-shot Seraph and the Divinity. Oh boy, it was tough. It was a good episode. I think if you want to see infinites, if you want to try some fun stuff, if you want to see my sanity drain slowly over time, it's a great one. It wasn't even that long of a run, actually. All things considered, it was shorter than some of my others on this channel, and yet still it felt like it took 5 hours. It was just so brutal. So, fair enough. It was really good. It was a good episode, though, so I would recommend watching it if you don't check out all the ones I submit. So, but anyway, hopefully we can bring another win today. I'm usually pretty confident with Chief, but I think this is an awkward combo, and it'll depend a lot on which chief paths rather were shown. So, regardless, let's get into it. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, let's send it. All right, I hope you're all doing well today. I'm having a pretty good one. It's a weekend for me. I actually did not record yesterday, which was kind of nice. I just took the night off. And it's one of the nice things about recording so far in advance is that I'm allowed to do that. So, yeah, took the night off, watched some Twitch. Good times. I haven't been able to do that as much because my time watching Twitch streams pretty much conflicts with my recording session time. So, I can usually only stop in for so long these days, but it is what it is. It's nice to be able to hop in and chill. So, anyway, let's get to the run. We are default Wurmkin with default Stygian. We're facing down Plating Seal Daedalus, Spell Shield Arcus, and Patient Seraph with Shelter, Offering Token, and Soul Siphon. Okay, so this is Patient, and we're going to need to be thinking about that. This could have been a snipe on Patient, right? You know, he just insta-kills your dude. Maybe you don't see an unnamed tome, you don't have daze, you don't have sap, you can't answer it somehow. So that could be a concern. This is an incredible start, though. Shelter, Offering Token, Soul Siphon, all extremely good. No matter what I choose to do with Chief, he values having a full floor of echoes. This is really good with Decayer because I can Inspire on Chief's floor and then Soul Siphon on a higher floor so that as the enemies rise up, they just take tons of damage again. This is a very low-cost solution to filling the other floors out, which I like. Shelter is a good survivability option. It's not going to be amazing because it's not infused, but maybe we see a Bounding Echoes or something, we can help that. And Offering Token is a fine do-nothing card. You just draw a card with this, hopefully it's infused, discard a deadweight, it's pretty good. And we have pretty comfortable set of starters otherwise. Frozen Lance is a great hit here because we can play it on any floor, so yeah. Ooh, I'm going to click Serrated Mandibles. Oh, wow. So our start is shown Serrated Mandibles, Boon of the Blacksmith. Boon of the Blacksmith deserves some credit. It's good, but Serrated Mandibles with a leaning towards Inspiring already, simply because of our start, and Chief likes Echoes, it's really good. So I'm going to click Serrated Mandibles for sure. And let's see what we're shown in our Forge. This will drive a lot. Okay, we're shown both of the great paths. So, for the record, I think Infector is fine, but it is the most awkward of the Chiefs, and I think that it really requires the ability to overstack a floor. You need to be able to put 2 Keeper of Echoes or something like that onto the Infector's floor, or else you're not getting enough value out of your Echoes. And because he's 3 space, it's really tough to do that. So there's that. Now, interesting. I think you can win this with both Decayer and Corruptor. So let me walk through my choices here. Incants and Inspires are one and the same for my starters, but Incants will be slightly stronger simply because our other starting cards, like Offering Tokens, Shelters, are not infused. So there's that. I still think that Inspire is really good. We can certainly lean that way. Soul Siphon helps for all the reasons I told you about. The Reap has big value with this. So there's that. I'm thinking it's interesting because Corruptor is good, but the problem, again, you want to fit a lot of things on his floor, but the problem here, you want to play this with, what, the Sweepers in Stygian? And that's okay, but you really can't get a lot of hits on the floor is the problem, right? You want quick multi-strike pretty much. So given that, you basically only get the 2 hits on your Sweeper, which is enough to kill waves, and will kill the Divinity thanks to the way the numbers work out. But you're not going to get as much value out of Corruptor as you want. Let me look at my what do they call it? Banners. Okay, we see a Wurmkin banner. Just the one. Another one here. So if we see an egg, I think egg is really good with Corruptor, right? Especially Bog Chrysalis, because you give it multi-strike, you give it plus 25 or quick, you stick it behind, and the thing, you self-infuse it. So it hatches into 2, which then spawn 2 on their own. So you essentially fill out the floor, more or less. And it's a lot of hits that are really powerful. So there's that. Now, of course, I could also do Endless Egg, which is much better with Corruptor than Decayer. And that also fares very well into Patient, right? So there's that. That requires I see an egg, though. I might. I mean, I will see this Wurmkin banner at least, so there's the possibility that I see an egg. I think that is strong here, especially as a solution to Patient, and will win otherwise. Endless Egg, I want to tell you, I ran a Chief run on my win streak for the channel recently-ish. I think it's actually like a month ago at this point, but I had Decayer and I had an Endless Egg, and it was a struggle. The two competed for echoes far too much, and Reap Chief underperformed, the egg underperformed, and we almost lost, but we squeaked it out with a very nice, like, you know, I had the Kinhos Carapace infusion. So I'm definitely against Decayer plus Endless Egg at this point. That was probably the last straw for me trying it. Unfortunately, we won, but it could have gone south pretty quickly. So I think you really want to go Corruptor if you expect to go that route. Now, with Stygian, I could see a Titan Sentry. That would be a very good solution to having something to bait Seraph, right? I could also just stick Endless on pretty much anything. You take a Siren of the Sea or something, you give it Endless multi-strike, you stick it in front, it gets blown up a few times, then you kind of just elevator the thing against Seraph. It can get there, right? I mean, especially if you're incant / inspiring enough, so... I think I want to click Decayer. I think we can just pre-relentless Seraph. I have options on banners. We'll have to decide. The best unit for it is something that answers Relentless. The problem is you need to assemble a Relentless floor. And usually the best way of doing this is a good example. I actually think Decayer makes a lot of sense with Umbra, for instance. You could have an Alloyed Construct on top floor, who is your Relentless plan, and then you just have Decayer chilling on the bottom floor. You inspire on the bottom floor with your Shade Splitters or whatever, and you just dumpster morsels up top. The lines jive, basically, is what I want to say. They play well together. Now, Incants and Inspires do play well together. They do. But the problem is they need to all be on the same floor, because your spells are going to be your Inspires, so you can't be splitting them up, is the problem. And that is a concern. Also, what if you just don't see... Yeah, what if you just don't see a... what's it called? Siren, right? I want to go to this Merchant of Steel, most likely. Probably. I'm going to click on... Man, I think you can win with both. The decision here shapes your run a lot. But it's difficult because I think you should be able to win with both. But I think my thought process here is that Decayer answers Patient slightly better. Corruptor, you've got the problem of how are you actually stopping Seraph? I have to see holdover on a drain or something, and even that is going to be slow to scale against him. It will win eventually. That is a sufficient answer. You could see holdover on a Frenzied Swarm. That is an answer as well. Siren Song solves it. So basically your Dazes and your Saps. Obviously they could show me a Lodestone Totem and that would win too. But these are all... You can't rely on these. Some of them are in commons, but then I have to hit a holdover on them. And what if I miss a holdover? It's like -1 spell chain. Do your best. It's pretty tough. That is a pretty difficult situation to be in. So you gamble a lot on your drafts with Corruptor. Now Decayer, on the other hand, I think you can do a lot of work here. I think I'm going to go with Decayer here. I think so. Yes, lock it in. Okay. Now, I reasonably think you could assemble a victory either way. There are going to be questions to answer regardless. I didn't vocalize it there, but the fact that I'm inspiring for Reap with Serrated Mandibles is pretty excellent. Maybe if I see a Decayed Decoy on this run, this goes out of control in the Reap generation, you theoretically, with good relic hits, could have Chief just actually solo the run. So now the real question is, do I take money? I'm absolutely confident I win this with Mandibles here, so no problems. This Horde is potentially more valuable to me, though, and I think going to 25 here is maybe a bit concerning. Maybe. I'm going to lay off on the money here, I think. It's tough. I normally would slam this, especially when I feel this strong into this combat. The main thing that's holding me back is I really want to click on this relic, thanks to us being Wurmkin. Wurmkin relics I value higher than most clans, so if they show me, I don't know, Bog Slime / Karuska / I don't know, insert almost anything here, I think you can assemble a big W out of that, just from Ring 2. Whereas this money is valuable, but I don't know. I do have double steel shops. I should be able to find something here, I think. You know, a multi-strike or whatever. I think I'm looking for Keeper of Echoes, so the Wurmkin banner lines up a little good well here. The thing is if I were Corruptor, I'd probably lean towards the Stygian banner, maybe see the Sweeper. Anyway, let's move on. I've vocalized a lot. I've talked so much. We're at like 16 minutes on not even the first combat. I'm going to take this unit trial, by the way. It's just armor. I've talked a lot, but I think Wurmkin is confusing. And I think it's easy to not understand what you want to do here. It's a bottom floor setup, by the way. I have a good setup here. I'm good with this. Cool. Yeah, that's great. Sweet. I even clocked the collector there with one of those Reap hits. Good job. Maybe I see, yeah, Soul Siphon up top. And then I Frozen Lance and I take no damage. I'll take a shelter here, sure. This man's gonna die over 2 floors? Yeah, fine. I may as well fill up this floor, right? Yeah. Easy. Alright, the first things first, I need to just play a ton of Inspire triggers here. Yeah, actually, the Reap here is worth way more than a Train Steward. Especially because, I mean, with 13 Reap, we kill him over the next 2 floors. He is dead right now. Yeah, cool, thanks. Nice and free, pretty clean. Proclamation, that's a really good one. Echo Infusion is nice too, but it's not infused is the problem. Proclamation, it triggers Serrated Mandibles, it triggers Inspire, it kills an enemy, it's incredible. Crypt Builder. I have the offering tokens, so it's not bad. I'm thinking. It is infused. I'm obviously leaning towards the infused cards because I have the Chief. I don't need Flash Freeze, I have Fractures, which are arguably stronger. Mollusk Mage, hell no. Crypt Builder's an argument, but the thing is what if you draw this and you don't have an offering token, right? The problem is you want cheap spells. I need to be inspiring a ton. I think yeah, here's the deal. If I had an infused offering token, I could put holdover on it or something, and then this would be a slam dunk take. It's a free spell, basically. But I can't do it here. I'm not going to click it. I skip this. Oh, infused Keeper of Echoes. You shouldn't have. Yeah, that's insane. The infusion hitting this Keeper of Echoes is so good because it means I play Chief, then I play the Keeper, and I get an infuse off of that. Yeah, this is so good here. Better than the others. Also, they showed us the Sweeper here, so Corruptor could have been assembled, I think, without going to the Stygian banner. There's also a Siren here, but I don't think it's that. Now, I'm looking for Endless on this Keeper is one solution to Patient. It's also a solution to keeping Chief alive on the Divinity. You just kind of inspire him, and he slaps. True. And your Relentless plan on every boss is basically just reap the hell out of it, so... What could they show me in the Stygian banner here that I would want? Just going through the options in my head. Okay, Lodestone Totem. I mean, any of the rares, I think. Eel Gorgon probably wins from this position as well. I'm going to go to the Merchant of Steel. I think it's fine. What do we have? Quick. Ooh, that's good with that Silliphite if I had taken it. I don't click these others. What's in this Wurmkin banner? Kinhost Carapace and Shard Soul Carver. Carver would have been fine as an answer to how do I keep Chief alive and do something, but he's big, takes space. I don't need these, right? I have the unit I want thanks to this Keeper. Yeah, we skip this. That also means I could spin this. I'll reroll. Endless. I mean, these are perfect upgrades, right? For 140, I can click the Horde and sell the Relic to get Endless on my Keeper here. Oh, I should have taken the money. Dang, betrayed once again. No, I don't. I'm going to open the Horde anyway. What do you got for me? Okay. I could reasonably sell these. Dun Echo is pretty incredible here, though, right? More options for my Spine Chief Inspire line. I think Endless is the hit, though, right? These aren't that impressive. Sigil Seaweed's good. Dun Echo's really good. Am I going to do that? I'm leaning towards selling here. The Echo, it's hard to measure the value. This early in the run, I'll probably hit some good stuff with it, but I'll probably hit some good stuff with it. It's probably fine, but it doesn't actually increase my power. I'm going to actually sell this in an unbelievable turn of events, and I'm going to buy the Endless for my Keeper here. I can't afford the 25, but that's okay. So I just spent... Man, I just did it. That was a terrible trade. I should have just taken the boons. This is what I get for gambling on the Horde here instead of the boons, right? We take the money trial. I just play top floor here. We're fine. Yeah, it should be okay. Yeah, it's Chief, Keeper, everything's cleared. I don't actually mind if he dies, right? It's actually just super okay. So I just kill the front dude here, and we're okay. Yeah, he'll die on the next floor, which is just fine by me. Frozen Lance up top kills everything. I want to reap the Collector. Yeah, we're fine. Look at this, Endless immediately paying off. Really good. I wish to play Soul Siphon on the bottom. I'll discard the Train Steward. I will replay Keeper up top, and I will play Shelter on it. Just discard stuff here. Let's get some Reap power in here. I should respect the bottom floor, huh? Yeah, this is fine. I'll take this trade. It's okay with me. I know it's 4 damage, but it's okay. I need to not die to this boss somehow. Sure. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, we're fine. Good draws. I could have drawn much worse there, and we would have been in bad shape, but we get there. Thanks in large part to serrated mandibles. Well, I mean, we were fine, I guess, but yeah, no worries. Infused Shelter. It's actually a really good hit. Honestly, yeah, Infused Shelter, please, thank you. Another Crypt Builder, Preserve, Mollusk Mage. Nah, I already decided against it. It's fine. It's a fine trade, overall. I could dupe that Shelter pretty much immediately. I don't want the Stygian Bear. I'm going to go to the right here. I don't know what they could show me, but it's probably fine, right? A plus 25 out of the gate. I'm not sure. I'm going to re-roll this, actually. See if we see something better. Yeah, actually, a multi-strike is good here. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. What am I going to put in this thing is the real question. A -2, huh? Into the Infused Shelter is fun if I see a Remove Consume, but I don't think I will, potentially, right? We're just going to chill on shards. I think we'll be fine, but these don't provide enough value to me here. I don't care enough. Purge a card. Gain a card? Sure. We'll get rid of a Train Steward because it's not purple, and I can't put it on that floor anyway. Okay, now, I want a rare Wurmkin card. Eternal Kinstone would be good. I have anything that Unearthed Remains is good. Yeah, sure. Oof, you're killing me. Symphony of a Soul here? Too bad I can't Symphony of a Soul Fracture. A Reap, rather. I could do it with armor here, but I don't think that's that good. I need my echoes, right? Yeah, this spends too much. I'll just take 10 gold there. It's fine. It's a free removal for 10 gold. I'll take it. And we chill. 15 shards. We should obliterate here. You briefly look ahead. 3 end temples. We should be fine on charging up here. Yeah, let's go. Cool. We should annihilate. I'm not worried. I have a really strong keeper here. I can just play bottom floor. And if he dies, it's actually just totally fine. Put everything into the man up top. Yeah, bad bombs, but it's okay. I will Soul Siphon middle here. Big value. Let's see. That's good. I wanted to avoid taking too much damage here, so that's good. Yeah, the Endless is extremely strong here. In fact, just so good. I want to Reap Daedalus, I think. These guys are already dead over 2 turns, right? Taking 20 here, 16 here. It is a really good shelter, actually. Probably the best one I'm going to see. Yeah, I'll take it then. Fine. Enemies are extremely dead. Okay. I wish to Fracture, Shelter, and Proclamation, and then send Train Steward to its death. He should go bottom here? Yeah, alright, here's the floor. This is what we're working with here. I need big power. We kick all of this stuff. What could this draw me instead? Proclamation, technically. I'll kick a Frozen Lance here. I will draw. Yeah, it's just a dead weight. It's okay. Reap on the boss. He's taking 140 on this floor. Cool. We should be able to slam dunk him here. Yeah, he's extremely dead. Cool. Great job. Go team. Yeah, 216 from Reap there. No questions. I win that. Let's see. Wurmkin Etchings. It's actually pretty good with all these shelters. Huh. It's not bad, right? It's 3 shelters and a Soul Siphon. If I put a -1 in each of these shelters, it's not... It's also... It is itself infused. I kind of want to take Spike of the Stygian, but it's not purple. So, less inclined to it. Yeah, it's true. The nice thing about this Endless is I basically guarantee answer patient. Right? I just send this man every turn. I don't like these. Etchings is fine, but I'm going to have to spend a lot of Ember on my shelters here, and I think I would rather remove the 2 bad shelters and keep the good one with like a remove consume or something. I'm going to skip this. Right? Yeah, I think I am. Yeah. Cool. What do I see? Some Etch cards. First of Kin, Nameless Siren, Icy Sildifight. I don't see myself going this route ever. I have the Endless Keeper. I would rather dupe it. What would I inspire it with? Etch is not bad. The Incant is not bad. I honestly would have preferred... Is it actually Icy Siliphyte's Infusion? Let me think about this for a moment. Action, apply spell weakness 1 to enemy units. I could Proclamation something into next year. It's pretty bad though, right? What am I looking for? I could just dupe and self-infuse, which might be way better. Actually. Although I'll look at this Wurmkin banner, right? I think Merchant of Magic is potentially good. I could upgrade Shelter, upgrade Proclamation, maybe. Interesting. I don't think these are my infusions. Of course, First of Kin if I wanted to do more damage, but I really don't. I just need this thing to not suck horribly. So we're going all in there. I therefore need to be able to play a ton of cards. Draw is good, but my stuff's not free, and I'm not going to this Merchant of Magic here. The Vortex is sad to skip. A big part of what I'm doing here is I'm valuing this Horde highly, and if they show me a Keeper or some decent Wurmkin infusion, I can do some fun stuff here. Right? I sure can. What could they show me from the Wurmkin banner I would want? Let's see. Units. Wurmkin. What you got for me? Let's see. For infusions, what would I put into it? Not Shard Soul Carver. Honestly, it's just another Keeper. Is that worth it, actually? Now that I'm thinking about it? It might not be, all things considered, right? It's a little bit weak, actually. The Horde is valuable, but if it's just Keeper, I don't know if I even need one. I'm not duping him. Unless they show me, I don't know, old magic to descend one onto the floor somehow, which would be exceptional, but... We also never saw Bounding Echoes, sadly. What a weird run. It's basically Ember or Draw. I think I will want Ember eventually. I'm just debating if I want to go to this magic shop, right? I think I will. And with that, I buy some -1s and we're fine. I don't see a magic shop for a while otherwise, right? I don't need the steel shop. Man, we're really missing out on this Vortex, huh? Vortex, Vortex, Vortex. I think I'm going to the Merchant of Trinkets if I can muster enough cash. I think I'm going to take Ember here. Because I have a 2-cost Keeper. I'm almost certainly not going to be able to upgrade everything to be free, and I'd like to play it all. So Ember it is. I'm going to go left. I value this Horde highly, and they might show me a Keeper, which is a really cool self-infuse. At the magic shop, I only have 140. I can't even re-roll this, so I think this is fine. What do we get? Higher Stone Housing. With a fully upgraded Keeper, I could put a +25 on him. That's value, right? I'll take that, sure. Wurmkin Banner. Bog Deep Cocoon. No, I'm not playing an egg, and I'm not giving this dude trample and space. I'm just going to take the Keeper. This is perfect, right? I was actually just saying if they showed me a Keeper, I would self-infuse here. So I will. Cool. That will be a good use of my shards here. This is value, especially because this thing has Endless, so that's cool. Cool. True Stone, Piercing. Ooh, Piercing Proclamation, very strong. If they ever show me a holdover, I think this helps a lot because it's free and it only costs the 1 here, or 1 echo rather, because it's Inspire Trigger, and yeah, this is great. Sure, I'll go to 50 on that. We'll chill. Take the upgrade, Decay or 2 for sure, and yeah, move on. Obviously we hit 50 here, but I don't think I need to take much more. I can take Ancient Hate, no problem. I play bottom. It is the... I don't actually know what their real name is. I want to call them Party Boys every time I see them. Light Harnessers? Okay. Alright, buddies. Sure thing, man. I'll take the Frozen Lance. I don't need to spend this shelter yet. We kill everything. Yeah, we're good. Cool. Frozen Lance up top, of course, because fractures are stronger. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I elevator it up, just kick a Train Steward here, play 1, 2, 3, Train Steward, sure. I'll Soul Siphon top floor here. I'll draw out, kill a Deadweight, Inspire Trigger. I will play the shelter here, the bad one, but we should have enough tokens on this floor that will be fine. Yeah, it's just reap this floor up. It's good. Interesting. I think it's fair to Proclamation here. It's okay. And then we'll shelter on the bottom. That was a bad turn. I think we kill on top, right? Yeah, okay, good. This means I can unload. And by unload, I do actually mean we do 514 here. Great job, go team. We easily kill. I mean, we also have the endless keeper, right? Which is one of the nice things about this setup. We play him in back now, and we just slap. Cool. Yeah, he's not going to be insane, but it'll get better. Forgotten Trade is an interesting proposition. Another Soul Siphon as well. Forgotten Trade's interesting because it is an Inspire, and it lets me play more of my other cards. This lets me trade card draw. This is a good one, right? I'll take this because it's purple, and it lets me do some fun stuff. I like that. Ooh, Frenzied Swarm. Sadly, Frenzied Swarm did not get infused. This is where Dun Echo might have been good, right? I skipped it for gold. That was a big error. You know, error or not, I think my logic was correct, because what if that horde had been, I don't know, Bog Slime, right? We'd be singing a different tune. And I think the chance of seeing a high roll there far outweighed our decision point, right? Or the money would have been nice instead. It would have saved me 5 shards. Guardian's Amulet's interesting choice, but it's expensive. Don't love that. Frenzied Swarm's nice, but it's not purple. I don't click this. And we have an Endless already for our solution, so we're cool. I have 500 gold. I like 500 gold. I'm going to go to the left then. Show me a good relic here, please. Remove 2 Train Stewards. They are terrible. I'll probably buy another removal. What you got? Firewall, Hammer Chestplates, Trader's Quill. Nope, reroll it. Karuska. Huh. I think I buy Karuska just in the off chance I see holdover for this proclamation. That's good. I'm going to buy a removal here on Train Steward. Truly clean this up. Do not take the money. You always got to respect Ring 5 a bit, because your deck's not fully cleaned up yet, and you could just get slapped. I need to go to the magic shop next floor. Yeah, for sure. Find that holdover, maybe. Do I need to buy another removal? No, I don't. Yeah, we move on. A very clean floor, not much decision point. Seal of Aggression. This is okay. I can just sacrifice Keeper. He just dies repeatedly, comes back. I just blow up the floor. Yeah, we're fine. No problems. Nice getting this relic out of it. Also, by the way, Crystal Cloak is a concern, as always. Now, it could be tempting to play Soul Siphon first on bottom to fill this out, but we're going to inspire the hell out of it. So instead, we Soul Siphon mid, and then we play everything else bottom here. Yeah, this is perfect. He dies, right? Exactly. Great job. Go team. Play him again. Real nice. Love that. I play 1 in the back here. Good. And I will take the money on middle. Sure. Cool. It's okay. Play my man again. Good. He's dead. Sure is. My Proclamation here is nice. It's also an Inspire again. Perfect Death. I love to see it. Frozen Lance middle kills there. Honestly, I'm going to send the Forgotten Trade up top. Cool. Perfect Death on our dude is really ideal, because he is himself an Inspire trigger. Let's see, am I playing my armors here? Probably. It's only 1 wave, or 2 waves rather. He has taken a big hit though. This does heal a lot of HP. Nice thing about Keeper, by the way, is it also beefcakes our dude. I'm going to play the armor here. I think I'm probably unlikely to redraw it in time. Cool. Now the nice thing is, our floors are pretty well loaded. I'm going to Offering Token and drop a Fracture. I think it's actually just better to play Proclamation up top, right? And it doesn't do anything, actually. I don't know what I was thinking. We double Fracture here, it's okay. I guess it gives me armor I don't need, but sure. Okay. Good. Reap, 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 reap. Sure. Only 16, not ideal, but we should be able to draw good stuff, and the Keeper does work, right? Yeah, it's strong. The Endless Keeper immediately paying out. Cool. Awesome. Kind of a weird strategy. You might not think to put Keeper of Echoes with Endless on a run like this, but pretty solid. Hell's Banners, sure, why not? Broken Memories. Oh, that's good for my Infused Shelter, right? Soul Crushing Guilt is actually it, right? I have Karuska. So this is an inspired card, right? This is infused thanks to Karuska. This answers Patient very well. Yeah, good job. Go team. Oh, a Frenzied Swarm with infused. Yeah, we clicked these. Suddenly, I have a lot of things I want to put holdover on. Go left, as promised. I need to see holdover here. Okay, we see holdover. So here's the real question. You show me... Oh, man. You show me infused holdover -1 Frenzied Swarm. This is so strong, right? This is just incredible. Yeah, this is incredible. And I want to make it free because I have the Endless on the Keeper. So if the Keeper dies a few times early on in the combat, I don't care. Whatever, he is himself infused. Which is just another reason why this line is so good. Yeah, we do holdover on Frenzied Swarm here. For sure. And then we're going to supplement that Daze with the Soul Crushing Guilt as it comes in. -1 on this instead of the Intrinsic Hunt. Sweet. Plus 20 in Consume. I don't actually want to burn my Frozen Lances, right? I want to redraw them. They are good cards. Technically, burning them is not bad because it means I draw more Fractures, though. So I will actually do this. Roll it. Take the minus... Ooh. -1. Remove Consume Shelter. Don't mind if I do, actually. It's a really good card, as it turns out. Yeah, we like those. Plus 10. Nah, it's fine. Spent a lot of money there, but we feel real strong in response to that. Plus 30. Nah. Purge? I could reasonably purge an offering token, but it's not bad, right? At worst, it draws me something that I then discard if I don't have the Ember to play it, so I don't mind it. We're going to chill on 50. I do have 2 upcoming temples and plenty of things that can take shards. We'll be okay. I think we answered this run pretty convincingly, honestly. That Frenzied Swarm hit is... Ooh, buddy. Ooh, buddy. I didn't even have Dun Echo. Now, Dun Echo would have made that a lot more... What is the word? Reliable to hit 2 out of 3, but it's fine. It is fine. Feels good. Feels good. We'll play bottom because I get the elevator, our friend. Honestly, I don't even care if they get dazed, right? I don't need them to be awake here, right? Oh no, they have been dazed. It's okay, they still apply Reap. So that's actually just fine with me. Sure. It's cool. Now, the Incant Shard, on the other hand. Ooh, buddy, we hate these. We Reap the boss then. I will take the Shelter on bottom. Main reason for that is it kills the Marksman and Keeper dies. Perfect. That's the worst one, too. Here's what we wanted, right? We just send it. I need to infuse middle, huh? What is this, a Rally Shard? I think I kill by Frenzied Swarming here, so I will actually commit the Proclamation middle. He doesn't die otherwise, so that's good. It also reaps the hell out of the boss as well. Yeah, he's basically dead. Cool. Cool, yeah, awesome. Go team. I just need to reap enough. Not a lot to say here on this turn, actually. Just kill that dude. Cool. Good. The rally turn. We Soul Siphon middle. Excellent. It's all loaded. I just burn cards, right? Seems good. 252 damage with Reap. We like this. And since the whole train is full, he's just taking hundreds every turn now. Awesome. I could actually... Is that an Incant Shard? It sure is. I'll inspire on the bottom then. It's okay. We'll just go to town on it. I did. Now this is the rally, right? So I will fracture him here. Yeah, this guy's dead already. He doesn't know it yet. So we'll fracture up top. I will proclamation him, which is good. I could soul crushing guilt here, actually, right? Good opportunity for it, I think. It reduces the damage, but it gives me free rounds, which I like. This guy's dead on multiple floors, so I don't really care about him at all. Yeah, that's a lot of extra days. He is extremo dead, I think. And then I take another daze. Yeah, we went on bottom, actually. Thanks to a 544 damage creep. Cool. Very cool. Oh man, Hoarfrost effigy. That's how you win. Echoes of the past. I don't want to clear my echoes. It's hard enough generating them. This could be good. It would have been good in the Corruptor line, right? Kind of. They compete a little bit. Siren Song is also here, and another answer if I wanted to go top floor, but I don't suspect I will. We skip these. I take draw. I have so much Ember right now. I would love to see a Winged Steel at this point. Magic Shop for sure. Another holdover would be excellent. Yeah, we'll hunt. Also, I mean, I'll hunt because the caverns are so good, combined with the vortex being so good. I can clean out some things here. What's in the temple? Spell chain. Now, -1 spell chain on anything infused is pretty incredible. Intrinsic as well, huh? Intrinsic soul crushing guilt, if I wanted to. Let's look in here first. Permafrost. Could permafrost the soul crushing guilt, have it on the right turn for patient. Shouldn't matter. Should not matter. Let's look at the caverns here. Build a card. I was just talking about this. If they show me a descend, I feel incredible. So we want something defensive. I'll take buff. Oh, buddy. Descend. Card draw. Yeah. Yeah, in that case, I actually duplicate my... I go to the right, and I never actually... I never get a chance to use my Pyrestone housing. What a video game, huh? It's okay. The Descend is... This is nuts. I was talking about this at the beginning of the run, and I can't imagine. This is one of the only cards I will take at this stage that is not purple. Because this means I can have 2 keepers, and our floor looks... Whoa, buddy. We're going all in on Decayer, for sure. Wow, okay, that's good. I'm going to remove 1 offering token. Having 1 is fine. I think 2 is overkill since it's not purple. So it's gone. And then otherwise, I actually think I can just remove Frozen Lances and keep the densities on Fractures higher. Right? This is okay to remove at this stage. I'm pretty confident. Yeah. Okay, now, I need to think about shards, right? I can take 50 from the temples. I'm always getting 15 from Hellvent because our keeper is infused. Oh, it's going to be so good having 2 of them on the floor. And if one dies, I just endless in the other one. It's fun. Yeah. I actually might just use 1 to bait on Seraph, right? Yeah, I might just do that. Because I want to be able to replay him constantly. It's a little awkward, actually, being able to play 2 of them, right? But having 2 of them on the floor is... Oh, it's just so good from a scaling perspective, right? Think about it. Right now, we're getting 2 triggers of this keeper right now. If I have 2 on the floor, I go up to 6 triggers of the keeper. That's... 2 to 6 is huge. That's so worth it, even if it creates some awkwardness with the endless stuff. So, I think it'll be fine. The only thing I need to be careful about is... Right. The only thing I need to be careful about is Chief eating hits, right? But it won't matter. Yeah, it won't matter once we actually hit the Frenzied Swarm. So we're totally fine with this line, actually. And then I'll just replay 2 keepers every floor in Relentless on Patient. And I can do that because of Hell's Banners. Oh, buddy. Okay, so... One thing to keep in mind with your what's it called? Your Inspire lines. I can spell chain something. I am going to re-roll this. Right? Because if I buy this, I go to 170, which means I'm not guaranteed to be able to afford a holdover. So we spin it. Cool. Yeah, this is actually excellent. So I hold over Proclamation here, and I'm pretty confident we win from this position. I take the -1 into Fracture, and I buy a spell chain on that Fracture. And this doesn't look good. It looks like a bad double stack, right? It's really because I want to have 2 infused cards out of 1 draw. That is very powerful here. So we do this. I spend 1 Ember for 2 infused procs. Cool. I dupe, goes to 80. 80 means I need 20. 20. Is intrinsic on anything? Great. Intrinsic Soul Siphon's fine. My main problem with intrinsic Soul Crushing Guilt, I'm not guaranteed to be able to play this on turn 1, right? And with the Endless on my Keeper, I don't really care that much. I'm going to intrinsic Soul Siphon then. Getting these out on another floor ASAP is big value. Sure. Sure, yeah, fine. That's good value. This also means that going forward, I have flexibility from the Temple. I'm always going to 90 from the Hellvent, and then I could take the 10 or the 15, depending on whatever gives me the most value there. That sounds pretty good to me. Sure. 0 gold, man. I've been spending my money on this run. Yeah, let's go. We're fine. Mark of Invasion. Not ideal. Not ideal. I have to commit some resources to the higher floors here. I do want the dollars. It's a lot of value. What's my worst draw here? Oh, I can just Soul Siphon top floor, and I think it kills, like, 2 of them. We should be okay. I'm willing to trade some HP here. I think it's fine. And with that draw, I think we're going to be fine overall. Yeah, so here's the deal. Soul Siphon up top. I will Frozen Lance up top, too. It's a tough order, right? Do I just play top? Or do I accept 10? It's all about where... I just need 1 Reap. Here, I'm going to play bottom floor. And I'm going to accept the 47 here. And I'm going to do this. Man, double Reap. Oh, I just take 10. Okay, fine. Sure. Sure, buds. Sure. Keeper comes down, of course. It's good. I need to work on this floor. That's good. Take another 10, apparently. Bad trades, I suppose. I don't want to fall behind. I need to work on this floor down here. It's one thing you learn pretty quickly, is don't let yourself fall too far behind or you take more damage. Yeah, it's a shame. Okay, we see what I wanted to see, which is I can Proclamation this dude on top. I can Reap bottom. Good. We'll draw. Ooh, great job. We hit. Frenzied Swarm. I was hoping for that. I'm going to Reap this 257 who terrifies me. And I'm going to daze everything on the bottom floor. We will catch up. Traded a lot for that trial. Ooh, actually, I can just Ascend this man. Is Teddy ever worth it, maybe? I don't actually know if it is, right? Debatable. If that is actually worth it. I should probably have respected this trial a little more, but I really value the money. If I Descend this man with old magic, I think I might be throwing. I'm going to always Proclamation up top, right? Because I don't care about proclamating a Wilt Wings down on bottom. So let's do that first. Alright, we always Frozen Lance on the bottom. Let's see what this does. Alright, we kill all the bad units. Now, sadly, this Steel Wings did get upgraded. It's fine. Frenzied Swarm always goes on the bottom. I'm trying to think. This guy might slap me. I think he kills me if I Descend him and cannot answer him. I think I work on him. We're going to fracture him first, and we're going to see what this looks like. It's a good number. It's a pretty decent number. I shelter on the bottom, of course. No way around it. Now, the real question is, do I descend him and hope to do better? I might be able to, right? I am drawing into Soul Crushing Guilt next floor. Pretty good. I'm going to gamble on this. I daze bottom. That could kill me. If that kills me, am I just going to be... It's tough. It's tough. Alright, so here's the order of operations. I want to... Proclamation of top first, because it guarantees the reap goes there. I drop him again. Eventually he dies. I could just Soul Crushing Guilt him, right? I think I will do that no matter what. I keep reaping him. I need to make sure I kill the bottom floor. I always get it with the shelter. Yeah, so here's the deal. Shelter first. Shelter. And we're always Frenzied Swarm bottom, so we're okay on that one. Not great, though. Reap this man. Let's see. Run the numbers on this guy. He walks up with 2 dazed. At 2 dazed, he has... At 2 dazed, he kind of bodies me, right? What if I send him for another round? We'll get through him eventually, kids. Yeah, we'll kill this man eventually, huh? Hey, look, we frickin' did it. I am a genius. Now, I haven't been inspiring my floor very well, but it doesn't matter that much. The stats are just kind of stats, so... Work on middle floor, I suppose. Sure, we kill everything. Wait, we did it! We killed the bad man! Alright, cool. Draw a card first. Get rid of that dead weight. Good work on everything. We should play all of our cards. For sure. It's pretty decent. Obviously, we don't get much in the way of turns, but that's fine. It's all about the reap, really, here. I'll take the draw +1, I think. I don't have anything else that works here, so sure. Alright, I mean, I think we get through this boss. I'm not really that worried, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that we get through this boss. Yeah, we do. Yeah, I don't actually take damage here. Because of the days. Cool. Alright, so a little awkward. I did trade 30 ultimately for the money, which is maybe not ideal, but fine. It's fine. Ancient Resonance is interesting. I don't think I care because I have Frenzied Swarm, and I don't need another Soul Siphon. I think the 1 is enough. 2 is actually okay. Fun fact, Soul Siphon being infused does nothing because it infuses first and then just fills. Kind of weird. You would kind of have wished that this card in particular would give an extra echo, but it doesn't. Yeah, I don't need these, I don't think. We just chill on these cards. Force Contamination? Nah. Nah, it's fine. We skip this. Titan's Tooth? No. Well, it is free, actually, because of the Frenzied Swarm now, and it's infused. You know what? Hell yeah. Get in here, bud. We go to the right. Get some of that HP back so I feel less bad. You'd think I knew about that or something. Dupe the Keeper, even though I took Pyrostone Housing and can no longer do what I wanted to do. It's fine. And now I have to get to the right point. I'm going to take the Piercing on Titan's Tooth, actually. It's just better, right? I don't need a +30 on it. Sure. Seems good to me. 100 out of 100. Like to see it. And I have some money to work with. Split anvil. Now, before I do something stupid, let's look at this Merchant of Magic. You got another holdover in here, video game? Because if you do, I've got something fun to sell you. And I'm going to assume I don't. So I'm going to make this old magic free, basically. It's really strong to play, and I want it to not hurt my ability to infuse the floor outside of its own card draw. So we do this. 20 and consume is fine, I suppose, into a Frozen Lance. How much money was that trinket? 260. It is the pricey one, sadly. Okay, so 260 means I have a 175 to work with, so save our cash. I'm going to re-roll this. Show me a holdover. Okay, so holdover on this Titan's Tooth now means I just play my entire hand every turn. Split Anvil. I mean, right? I'm not wrong about that. I don't get anything else, but I actually play it first now. I would have loved to have played a holdover on this anyway, because it's actually just a free Inspire trigger, thanks to Frenzied Swarm, but now it actually just makes everything free. And don't I wish I had double draw, but how would I have known, right? And I think the Ember is helpful regardless, so yeah, 100 out of 100, spent everything that matters, and am going into Patient. I think we've answered everything we need. We have the days. We have the turn-to-turn days. I don't care if my keeper dies a few times while setting up. I never saw the tome, but that's okay. Yeah, we're fine on shards. Cool, cool. For the record, I think we could have gotten there with this same, not the same line, but I think this run would have worked out just fine if I had, what's the word, played Corruptor as well. It would have looked different, obviously, but Chief comes down, Keeper comes down, he eats this. I have the turn 1 Frenzied Swarm. I'm just gonna Soul Siphon up top. That's cool, right? I will Inspire on the bottom. It is a good idea. Cool. Hi, Seraph. How's it going? We play Keeper. I dumpster everything into the boss here, basically, is the idea. And then I take the Frenzied Swarm here. Cool. We don't get to dunk our lad. Ooh, I do want to daze him, though, huh? I sure do. Titan's Tooth middle makes my entire hand free. Or bottom, rather. Actually, putting it middle is potentially much better. Yeah, make my hand free. I will Frozen Lance him here, because the Soul Crushing Guilt will carry into Relentless, because I'm going to be Frenzy Swarming him a bunch. Yeah, this is okay. I daze him. Cool. I take 1 Infuse on the bottom floor. I will Shelter here, and I will Frenzied Swarm here. That guy's dead no matter what. Cool, he comes bottom again. Prepare for your demise, friend. Ooh, buddy, this is going to be a good turn, huh? Reap. Shelter first. We take the Proclamation, which is huge value, and then I Frenzied Swarm here. Taking 75. I still haven't seen Old Magic, but it's okay. I just kind of don't care. You know, putting Frostbite into Seraph is actually kind of cool here, right? It totally is. Just kind of cool. Kind of neat. Bottom floor is fine, so we just pump mid-floor here. Shelter. I don't actually mind him taking this hit, right? Maybe next turn I'll let it come in. I would rather it be a clean kill, right? And I'm going to kill him with this stupid... I'm going to kill him with this stupid Reap anyway. I'm not worried. Draw. I will play Fracture instead of... Yeah, that's pretty good, huh? Yeah, that's a lot of Inspire triggers. We love to see it. Cool. Honestly, just pump Frostbite into Seraph here, huh? Cool. I take Frozen Lance on bottom. I mean, they're all dead. So I now can just pump Seraph here, right? Seems good. Cool. We daze bottom, kill the whole floor. Yeah, they're all dead. Seraph comes in. I mean, he's basically dead already. He's got 1,000 life. Feels pretty convincing, right? Yeah, I mean, we actually win without... We win through 4 melee weakness on turn 1 without going and doing the reap damage, of which he would take 1,270. Ooh, buddy. That's tough, Seraph. That's tough. Now, Divinity will be harder because he clears reap, but I think the multiple keepers that are never going to die because of... What is it? The Frenzied Swarm will be fine. The earlier they show me old magic, the better this looks, but I'm not terribly worried either way, right? We will Soul Siphon middle here. I will then play Keeper on middle. I will shelter and shelter here. Again, it's okay if I lose the man. I just replay him. Cool, we hit Frenzied Swarm. Excellent. I Soul Crushing Guilt first. Good. I Proclamation next. Lose our other keeper. Oh no. I don't need to worry about this Apprentice of Light Wave, right? I don't care about it. Because, yeah, I just don't care. So let's think about bottom floor first. Kill this man, that's cool. We slam this, that's great news. I can play the Frozen Lance middle then. It kills one dude. Yeah. Then I daze bottom. There's no reason to take these hits now. Yeah, we're fine. I lose one keeper, it's okay. Maybe I see the old magic, maybe not. I do want to infuse top floor. There is that. Alright, this is the scary wave. Let's think about this. Pump the Reap into the biggest unit. I will take the Proclamation. It is a really good set of triggers. And it's Ember, by the way. I think I'm putting everything into this Harvest Wave, by the way, and I'm just letting these Apprentice of Lights go. Yeah, okay, that's worth it. Cool. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, we take some hits, it's fine. You don't want to fall behind is the problem. That's the biggest thing here, is you don't want to ever fall behind. I lose my man again, it's cool, whatever. Every time he dies, though, he slows me getting this ult magic out. I really would like to start loading it up, but we Proclamation first, so the Mandibles will more likely proc on our other dudes. I need to be thinking about our friend El Divinity here as well. Just load it, right? This man is now dead. I do 500 to the boss. Cool. Good turn. Gross. Real bad turn, huh? Fine. Bad turn. Thanks, Chains. One day. Bottom card, Old Magic. I will, in fact, Offering Token on my Titan's Tooth here, which not only procs everything, but lets me drop my man in. Gross. What a gross return. I let this dude walk, by the way. It's fine. He will die. Cool, we shelter. I will then play this. Cool. Floor is fine. Alright, we load it up. We're going to town. You can't stop me. I have drawn all of the things I really want here. I start pumping the Divinity to the best of my ability. Take the daze here, very good. I will take the Frenzied Swarm here, kill everything. Honestly, fine. I take another 2 swings of 10, sure. We're in Divinity mode here. We are in 100% Divinity mode. I'm just gonna do damage to him. No questions in my mind about what's going on here. We're just slamming. Cool, another 670. Love to see it. Every turn that we get something like this, we feel real good about it. Cool. Purple cards, purple cards. Alright, we win. Thanks in large part to 6 days on the Divinity, huh? I will take my last turn. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't actually swing on me. This is one of the things. You have 2 keepers on the floor. They showed me the old magic of Destiny for the Descend. I was talking about that at the beginning. We annihilate here. Our floor actually does way more damage than you might be thinking. Look at this. This is like, what, 230, 280, and 100? It's like 600 damage on my Relentless floor with Reap Chief, who was just annihilating everything. And like, there comes a point, and I'm going to show you and talk about this here before I click end turn. You just have to give up the ghost on some of these dudes, right? I should have probably taken the other Soul Siphon, by the way. The second one, just to load up top. It would have saved some HP here. It ultimately didn't really matter, though. Right? I mean, it did not come close to mattering, but it would have been a good card to take for just this floor. But 1 Soul Siphon, excellent. So 1 draw that fills a floor, great news. And yeah, taking some days here and there, answering patient. 7 turns here means I think we just kill without him even hitting us. Yeah, no risk. The Endless mattered a ton on these dudes. What a good run. I'm glad. It showcases one of the cool lines that you can do with Chief. And see the W. Sweet. Alright, see ya, Divinity. Would not want to be, Cool. No, I enjoyed that a lot, actually. It was a good Reap Chief run. And honestly, I kind of just forgot about Stygian outside of, you know, the usual suspects. A really good high-rolled Frenzied Swarm, 2 holdovers, 3 holdovers, actually, right? Just crazy strong. Ooh, buddy, let's go to the challenge. All right, let's look at our friend. Which one did you go with? Reap Chief. Cool. Reap Chief. I love to see it. Karuska, good. Hell's Banners, you saw it. Yeah, I mean, you felt pretty strong throughout, I suppose. And then you just ate it here. Yeah, you didn't answer the, what I was talking about. You didn't actually answer Patient, is the only thing that you really suffered on here. You did fine. I mean, like, ooh, you saw a Titan Sentry. I'm jealous. That must have been on the right at ring 2. You really would have wanted an Endless on this dude then, but it's okay. So that is okay. I mean, this is actually fine, right? This is a fine unit. You beefcake this lad, and he does fine, but you really wanted Endless on it. You almost definitely got sniped here, right? Yeah, 50% boss damage, almost certainly just from Reap Chief, and you just got sniped out. Oh, you only went 65 pack charts, too. Interesting. So you weren't even going for the Divinity at this point. Or maybe you recognized you were so weak and then gave up on it. This is a good unit, but I think you had to farm for the Endless. And because you have a Titan Sentry, which I assume must be at one of the Stygian banners that I didn't go to. There were 2 of them, one on ring 4, one on ring 2. I saw my Endless on the ring 2 steel shop, right? I was unfortunate, but we were okay. The Endless matters a lot, especially into Patient. And you didn't click the card I would have clicked, Frenzied Swarm. I think that was honestly the most important thing you could have seen. You should have clicked that, I think. That would have saved your run, probably. Yeah. Yeah, I think that would have saved your run. Honestly, Holdover Fracture is not that good, really. I think the -1 Spell Chain is way better. You just draw it and it's 2. It's fine, it's purple, but there are much better cards to purple here. This Holdover -1 should have gone into a Frenzied Swarm, and that probably would have killed Patient, right? That alone probably would have been enough. So, something to keep in mind. Otherwise, your run was pretty good. Pretty good. You did not take the Proclamation either. Yeah, you should have taken the Proclamation, and I would have valued the Crypt Builder less, honestly. I think you just kind of made some drafting choices that I don't want to say punished you, because I think you could have won without them, but my drafts were good, and I took them, and they empowered my run a lot, right? They were just really strong. Like, you had this Karuska you bought, and you have, what? No extract cards. You didn't take any of them. It's pretty unfortunate. Yeah, you especially after the Karuska, you should have picked up the extract soul crushing guilt, right? Especially there because it is purple at that point, right? Because Karuska. So, all right, let's check out mine. Okay, so this run was cool. I like this a lot. Serrated Mandibles. This relic is really good, especially when you're already going for Inspire triggers. This loads up floors. We did a lot of damage to the Divinity there, huh? It was real solid. Empire Stone housing was hilarious. I was all, oh yeah, I'll put a plus 25 in my dude. And then I never went to a steel shop again because my run just pivoted entirely and I wanted to see every holdover. So, fine. Fine. Fair enough. Yeah, Karuska was excellent, thanks in large part to this holdover proclamation. This card is so strong, by the way. This card is holdover, 100 piercing, which kills steel wings, real good threshold to hit, and slams other units. Karuska means this costs no echoes and also generates 2 inspire triggers. This is basically founding seal for Keeper of Echoes, right? I wasn't talking about how well the keepers were scaling there at the end, but the numbers were good. Those guys, they were slapping, especially when I got the second one on the floor finally. Bottom card Old Magic, thanks a lot. This Old Magic was broken, by the way. Even though I bottom decked it on all remaining combats, I technically saw it early on Ring 7, but I only had the one keeper at that point. This thing is nuts. Draw +1, descend the unit, gain +10. Oh man, what a good run to see this on. It helped so much. It made my Relentless so powerful. Oh, but I love that. It didn't do a lot on Patient because our dude kept getting sniped and we could never draw it. Bottom decking it was unfortunate, but it's okay. It slowed us down a lot on scaling, but it didn't matter. We crushed. We crushed. This Frenzied Swarm deserves almost all the credit of this run, though. I mean, this is easy mode, right? You can play bottom, no problem. Just draw this thing. If I draw it late, oh no, keeper dies. I just replay him. It's fine. You have so much protection inbuilt here. And the fact that it's 0 cost means that I can always play it last, no problem. And Shelter was good. Nice armor. It helped a lot early on. Big fan. I kept all the other ones in, no problem. A lot of reasons for it, right? What if you see last Trinket Shop Bog Slime or something, right? I saw Split Anvil was one thing, but if it was a last turn Bog Slime, oh, buddy, that would have been good. So, fair enough. Titan's Tooth was pretty cool. For the record, I don't actually think that I needed to hold over this, but it was a nice little interaction with Split Anvil. I think I reasonably could have just, even without Split Anvil, played it last with my Frenzied Swarm and still played almost all the cards in my hand, right? Yeah. I think I still would have been fine either way. You maybe could have actually optimized it. Maybe the Split Anvil didn't really matter simply because it was a free play off of Frenzied Swarm. But the one advantage of this approach is that I'm always guaranteed to play my whole hand. Always. So that's pretty cool. Right? That's excellent. Playing my whole hand every turn is just so good. I would have loved to have seen Winged Steel or something. In hindsight, I don't think the Ember did a lot of value. It mattered in the mid game a little bit, like rings 4-5. But once I hit what was it? Once I hit Hell's Banners, my turn ones looked real clean and it was cool. It was fine. I think I'd actually probably could have gotten away with draw here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could have. I think this was safer, and obviously I still won, so whatever. But yeah, I think you could have gotten away with draw here, no problem. Especially with the Hell's Banners hit. That helps a lot in the case where I have 2 keepers and I draw them both on turn 1, right? Because you do Chief, then Keeper, and then you can play the other Keeper on the other floor, and it works out. So, Hell's Banners helped a lot with that, but I couldn't have known, right? I think it's fine. And I wanted to keep the possibility of somehow playing a second Keeper open, because there are ways you could do it. I could have done it with a trap shoot as well and just trap shoot my dude down. So you had 2 events that could solve the problem. But yeah, it's fair. I think this run was really strong. The other thing to consider, Spell Chain -1, really good. Soul Crushing Guilt, really good. Just a really good deck. Really strong in general. I didn't need Forgotten Trade. I took it as a 0 cost Inspire, right? It was fine. Yeah, this run was good. Very solid. Very solid Reap Chief win. I think you could replay this with Corruptor and see similar success. There was a really scary combat for Corruptor here, though. Let me think back. Ring 5. Sycophants of Seraph with Crystal Cloak. Very scary. That could have killed you. I think you probably want to stay really low on pack shards for Corruptor. Like sub 40 maybe. 40 is when Crystal Cloak gets its extra stack of stealth. You could lose there outright because you don't have a great solution. There was a Titan Sentry somewhere on this run, whether it be on ring 2 or 4. If you have that with an Endless, I think you're fine in a Crystal Cloak. If you have that in general, I think you're fine in a Crystal Cloak. Just play that and it drains like 4 turns and adds some Frostbite and you're okay. But yeah, a little concerning. And the last thing I'll mention is I kind of botched the ring 2 Horde. And it's very rare. It usually feels pretty bad to sell a relic from a divine horde, right? That's a lot of... You're getting 25 gold for 15 shards. That's bad. That's a very bad trade. The only time it's worth it is when you know that upgrade is really important for you. And I told you in the beginning of this run, oh yeah, something with Endless in front of Chief is really good. And they kind of just showed me the Infused Keeper, and I said, yo, they showed me an Endless here. I need to get this. I will get this. So I sold Dun Echo, and Dun Echo might have made the Soul Crushing Guild infused. Like, it might have done some other stuff. Hilariously, I did kind of just hit on the important cards being infused, like Frenzied Swarm and Proclamation anyway. I mean, Proclamation was for Ring 1, it didn't matter, but yeah, there was most of the cards I took were purple anyway. I might have taken some different things, like I don't know what it could have been, but it might have looked differently if I'd actually had the Dawn Echo. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough to say. I can't think about it in hindsight and I have no idea what the RNG would have been. So, kind of just some relic botchery here with the Pyrestone housing, not seeing the other steel shop. And what caused this problem here? I was convinced I was going to go to a steel shop. There was a good lineup. There was a steel shop with a removal set with it. I didn't go there because I quickly realized, oh, they showed me this Frenzied Swarm after I got the Pyrestone housing. I needed to find the holdover for this. And then once I had the holdover Frenzied Swarm, I was thinking to myself, I still want a holdover on Proclamation. It's still really good. So I hunted hard. And 3 holdovers is pretty blessed for a run like this. If I just play these 3 cards every turn, that's really good, right? It's really strong. So I'm fine with that. But yeah, it meant that I never saw the steel shop to really capitalize on this. So I don't think these were mistakes, the selling of the relic or the Pyrestone housing takes. Your run just kind of pivots after a point, right? You see something, you go, oh, this is my answer. This is a better solution, right? What if I never saw Frenzied Swarm? I would have gone to that steel shop. I would have put a plus 25 in Keeper. He would have died more times, but have been a little more survivable. And the rest of the run looks kind of the same, right? I just kind of face tank with Keeper here, and we kill Seraph with, Reap anyway. And I replay my Keeper every time. We use the one mid floor to bait a little bit. I still probably drop it in, right? I still probably do this. Yeah, the run looks a little different. I think it still gets there, even when you miss this. It's kind of fun to think through. But yeah, I think that's everything I need to talk about here. We've hit on all the high points, so fair enough. All right, so hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.